I'm happy to say today I have taken at least a
Chase High Road.
This lady is pissing me off. She needs to stop. But I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I took a... Hello, my friends, and welcome to The Simple Sober Life. I am Joshua, and welcome to January 2nd. It's now the second day in January. How are those resolutions going? I don't know if you watched the video yesterday, but yesterday I did not focus on my morning resolution routine. It just didn't happen. But I am happy to say today I was a little bit better. I did some mindset work. I did a little bit of meditation, had my big old glass of water, didn't do any yoga, but it's small steps, I guess. Seems like I'm in the car quite a bit, doesn't it? I've been driving quite a bit lately. Well, my mind has kind of been a little jumbled, and I'll tell you why. So for the past week and a half, I've totally been off work, and I've been trying to focus on my business. I've been putting a little bit of effort in, but to be completely honest and frank, I haven't felt like I've put in enough effort. It was the end of the year, and it's totally an excuse. I know it's an excuse. But we go back to work on Monday, and now I'm like, where'd all the time go? There's so much I want to get done. And so that just kind of jumbles up my head, and then I start getting in my head, and then I start feeling bad about myself, and then I start, criticizing myself. You should have done this. You should have spent more time doing this, yada, yada, yada. And then that just makes me feel worse. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take some time out, and I'm going to explore. I'm going to get out, and I'm going to explore. Just hopped in the car. I am actually heading to somewhere, and I'll tell you where I'm heading in just a minute. But I just needed to clear my head. Just get out, clear my head. I got a video shot this morning for my new YouTube channel, link down below. And I feel like it went really, really well. It's something I believe in, and I'm super passionate about. So I feel really good about that. And so having made that small step, I thought, why not reward yourself with just kind of getting out and getting away from this jumbled mess. Katie and Brian and Callie have done the same thing. They have been working very, very hard on, getting Callie's room up and ready to go. They've been spackling and mudding and, doing all this stuff. And so, to help, kind of because Brian's been off, so to ease some of that tension, they just kind of went out and decided to clear their heads and get out of the house for the day, which is awesome. They totally needed that. But one of the small things that I am making progress towards, and this isn't just a trip to just kind of clear the mind, is I have been looking at different places to live. Katie is pregnant. She's due in April with twins. And with Callie and Brian's mother is actually going to be moving in either in March or early April to help Katie out. So it's going to be, craziness. So my time has come. It's time to, move on. And, I'm so blessed that Katie and Brian invited me in so that I could get my life, back on track and organized and ready to go. And we're getting to that point where, it's time. And I'm so ready. I'm ready to, stand on my own 2 feet. And I'm really, really trying to push for a place on my own. Now, I talked to a property management company a couple of days ago, and I went and saw a house that is, really close to Katie. Be awesome. I'd be in close proximity in case, they would need me for anything. I could pop right over and, still have that proximity as to where I am close to family. You know, for so many years, I have been, you know, very, very far away from family. I lived in LA, I lived in Hawaii, I lived in Florida, all while my family was back in Missouri. And so, you know, I would see them once a year if I was lucky. So being this close to family has been, you know, a cool change of experience. So the house that I looked at, you know, it's under a remodeling process right now, and it won't be available until at least the end of the month, possibly mid-February, which is cool. I'm not really under a huge time constraint as to finding a place. You know, I figure I have until, I'm giving myself until mid-March, you know, to make sure that I find a place that, you know, suits me. Well, I talked to another property management company, and I found another place within my budget that is about 17 miles away from where Katie lives, over in Shelby. And that is where I'm heading to today. Now, I looked at the pictures, and some of the rooms look pretty cool, and others not so much. Like, I took a look at the kitchen, and I'm like, what in gay hell is this? It was weird. Now, they don't know I'm coming, and I didn't say that I was coming. I just wanted the opportunity to drive by on my own without someone, you know, standing over me, you know, asking me a bunch of stupid questions or anything like that. So I'm gonna go just kind of drive by the house. If no one's there, then maybe I'll peek through the windows. But here's the weird thing. So I was looking at a picture of the front of the house online, and it looks crooked. It looks like the entire house leans to the left. Like it looks like it's on a slant. It's weird. So I'm gonna go and see if maybe, you know, that's the landscaping. Not that there's much landscaping, it's grass. But see if maybe that is, you know, just kind of an optical illusion. Or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna go do that today. Small steps, moving forward. Yeah, so I'm in a good headspace right now. I'm glad I was able to get out and do this. So we'll see what else we'll see what else the day has in store for me. I really have absolutely no plans. I've got a meeting scheduled tonight at 8:15 with school. If you haven't been following, over the past year, I have been in a software development program. It's a boot camp. And, you know, it started off cool. I was really interested in it. But the further I got along in it, the more oops, I just missed my exit. I'm gonna have to turn around. But the more I really don't know if it's for me. And that poses a problem because I might have to pay for an education that I'm not using. Oh wait, I've done that many times before. I'm so far in student loan debt, it's ridiculous. Now, I'm laughing about it because I'll take care of it. It'll get worked out. It'll work itself out. I'm not really worried about it. Oh, crap. All right. I am totally going the wrong way. I guess I should probably learn to pay attention when I'm driving instead of chit-chatting with you guys. But no big deal. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with that. So I have a mentoring session with them, and I've actually on several occasions kind of avoided the mentoring session because I'm resisting having the conversation with what it would look like if I completely dropped out of the program. You know, I haven't worked on my final project in weeks. And I think the reason that I am not enjoying it is because it's new. It's new, and I'm not very good at it right now. And I understand, you know, you gotta give it time. You gotta, you know, invest, you know, yourself into it, and you gotta, you know, really put your nose to the grindstone and understand what's going on. And I believe that I could do it, but I'm not so sure that I want to. And, you know, I'm 39 years old, and I'm kind of at the mentality now where why waste any more time doing things that I don't really find joyful? I mean, and again, it's interesting, but does creating apps and websites really spark joy with me? Not really. I love the design factor of it. I love the creativity behind it. But when it actually comes to, you know, putting in the code to make the things work, I don't really care. Don't really care. I don't like it. So maybe I'll talk to them about that. Maybe that might be something worth investigating. I'll do that. See how you know, just kind of talking things out really kind of clears the mind and gives you a little bit of a different perspective. Love that. Anyway, my friends, I am going to get back on track because I have totally gone off the path. Good thing I'm not, you know, in any hurry or under any pressure today, which is nice. So yeah, I'm going to get back on track. Okay, made it to Shelby. It was about a half hour since I left the house. Now, let me give you my perspective on Shelby. And I don't know, maybe other people have something else in mind. But to me, Shelby's pretty much a shithole. You know, it's not somewhere that I would want to live long-term by any means. I mean, it just seems like a rundown, nothing little town. And so I am in front of the rental house. Let's just take a look, all right? Okay. So let's just say I want to make sure to lock my doors. Now, outside the property, there is absolutely no parking. So I guess I will just have to park on the grass. It looks like, here, let me turn this thing around. Looks like there's a tire mark, so obviously someone else had the same idea, running right up to the front of the house. So this is a house. Now, on the outside, it doesn't look too bad. Cute little front door, red. It really stands out from the rest of the street. Cute little front porch. And so, in the picture, you can see what I was talking about. Doesn't it look like it's leaning? But that does seem, now that I'm in person, it does look like an optical illusion. We've got sirens going off in the background. So here is the other side of the house. Mold on the siding. I mean, I guess that's not a big deal. But as we look in, I love that it has a fenced in yard, or at least, I guess that's a fence. Oh, well, there's an opening right there. It looks more like chicken wire than a fence. And a small backyard for Luna to play in. That's kind of nice. A lot of mold, a lot of tearing. I don't know. It says no trespassing on the front, but we're going to do that anyway. So, I mean, this would be enough room for Luna, which is nice. I would love that. Hopefully they're just remodeling, I guess, maybe. What do they got here? Looks like they've got a miter saw, so they may be remodeling. And maybe it's not done yet. Maybe I'm judging this before anything else. But let's take a little walk around the neighborhood, shall we? I'm not even sure what these metal pieces would go to. So maybe they've got to be remodeling, right? Got to. It looks like some sort of frame up there. So maybe it was like an awning of some sorts. I guess that would make sense with this piece popping out. That's weird. I wonder if this place is haunted. Think so? I bet it might be. Make sure my car is okay. You know, it's all right for now. But I mean, you got loose wiring. Look at the gutters. You got half a gutter up on top. And they want $750 for this. Okay, so Let's take a little stroll down the street. I'm not really kidding when I say this looks like the best place on the street. So that house doesn't look too terribly bad, except you've got grass growing out of the roof. Dingy apartments across the street. Oh, their door says blessed. I wonder why. At least this one has some decent siding. I wonder if all of these are for rent. Looks like they're doing some remodeling here, or at least throwing out old furniture. Nothing that I'd take with me, though. Someone loves their wind chimes. And then we get to the ghetto. Looks like they might be putting on a new roof, or they just stopped. And there's a little puppy. Little puppy. Oh my. Got dogs running around. Where are we? Tijuana? Good Christ. Oh, and this is a beauty. Yeah, I cannot imagine myself living in an area like this. Yeah, we're gonna say no. Nope. Don't even need the tour. Well, I'm pretty sure that house is a no-go. It looks like every other house on the street could be a crack house. So I'm going to say, not today, Gina. Oh, well, I tried. I've been in communication with that property manager, and they have some other properties, but the other ones were in Gastonia, which is another half hour down the road. And I just don't want to do that drive back and forth every day. Just don't want to do it. So this one's a no-go, which means I can cross that off the list. And maybe, you know, I thought about driving up and down the street to see if there's any like rental signs or anything. Not going to happen on this street or this side of town for sure. Maybe I'll head a little downtown and see if they have anything. I don't know, but it's past noon and I'm getting a little hungry. I know, imagine that, me hungry. Seems like I'm always either driving or eating. But yeah, this is a definite no-go.